In the heart of Lagos, where life rushes by in blaring horns and endless motion, a young man carried a weight no one could see. His name was Daniel. To the world, he looked fine. But inside, he was slowly breaking. Anxious. Rejected. Tired. His story isn't unique. It belongs to many. This is not just a story. It is a journey of pain, reflection, and healing. Daniel lived in a small, crumbling room where the ceiling leaked whenever it rained. His power bank had long given up, and his phone buzzed with one more job rejection. His chest tightened. His hand trembled. But he said nothing. He didn't shout or complain. Because his battles were silent. No one heard them, but they were real. One evening, Daniel sat alone and whispered to himself, "Am I already a failure?" His friend Aisha noticed his distance and joined him. "You're not a failure, Daniel," she said gently. "We all feel lost sometimes. But you're not alone. Just take it one step at a time." Her words were kind, but Daniel still felt the weight. Every breath felt like work. He was tired of pretending. At the university reunion, everyone seemed successful. Flashy cars. Expensive suits. Loud laughter. Daniel stood in the corner, nodding politely, smiling on the outside. But inside, he was falling apart. He looked around and whispered under his breath, "God, why me? Why was everyone else moving forward while he was stuck?" Later that night, Daniel overheard two old friends talking. "You see Hugo's chain," one said. "He's paying for it in installments. My marriage is falling apart," the other confessed. "Therapy is the only thing holding it together." Daniel was stunned. These men who looked so put together were also struggling. And he realized, sometimes, the happiest faces hide the deepest pain. At home, his mother showed him an old photo. Young Daniel, winning an award, eyes full of dreams. "You were made for more," she said softly. "But don't rush the process. Flowers bloom at their own time." Daniel's voice cracked. "I'm tired, Mama. I feel like I'm failing you, and myself." She held his hand. "It's okay to rest. Just don't give up." Something shifted. Daniel began waking up earlier. He jogged. He cleaned his room. He painted the walls a new color. He reached out for therapy. Every small task felt like a mountain. But he climbed anyway. One day, his phone buzzed again. He read the message, his eyes wide. "You've been offered a part-time position." "Mama," he shouted. "I got a job. It's small but it's a beginning." And for the first time in a long while, he smiled from the heart. Daniel didn't stop there. He opened a free weekend class for kids in his neighborhood. He started mentoring younger boys. He reconnected with old friends who were also tired of pretending. "We need something real, he's from our truth." Daniel was no longer hiding. He was healing and helping others heal too. One night, Daniel sat on his balcony, staring at the moon. He whispered, "Maybe the question isn't why me. Maybe it's what next." He had learned that healing wasn't always fast or loud. Sometimes it was quiet, slow, and sacred. And those scars remained. He had found peace. Not because everything was perfect, but because he had chosen to begin again. Life is hard sometimes, but there is always a reason to hope. For every Daniel, for every mother praying in silence, for every friend smiling while breaking inside, this story is a reminder. Healing is real. Second chances exist. And you are not alone. If this story touched you, share it. Leave a comment. Subscribe. You never know whose life it might save. Be the light someone needs.